Ever feel like you are stuck in the endless cycle of traffic, watching the clock tick away? You are not alone. In major cities around the world, this isn't just an inconvenience. It's a problem that costs billions of dollars and countless hours. But what if there was a company using cutting-edge AI to solve the traffic? Do you know about a company like this? Hello everyone, hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, and to be honest it will be my first video on this channel, we are diving deep into a company called Rekor Systems. Now, this isn't about your typical tech giant, okay? We are not talking about a very big company, we are talking about a small company. This company, it's named a penny stock, trading for just around $1 a share. But what if this company, this small stock, is on the brink of the massive breakthrough? This isn't just another tech gimmick, it's a real solution with revolutionary potential in growth field, let's say. In this video, we'll explore how their technology works, why it could be a game changer, and if this small investment could lead to a massive return. Let's get started, okay? And thank you for watching this video. Okay, so now, how exactly does a company worth just over $1 a share plan to solve the old traffic problems? This is where their technology truly shines. As you can see on their website, Rekor isn't just about the traffic law. Their mission is built on public safety. Think of it like this. They are not just counting the cars. Rekor is using its AI, their own AI, to create an operating system for the road. They collect, they connect, and they organize data from everything, from cameras, from sensors, and from other devices, to create a real-time picture of what's happening on the road. This isn't just about making your commute faster, it's also about making it safer, of course. Okay, now let's think about it. The technology sounds great, but what about the investment side? This is the stock chart of the Rekor Systems. As you can see, this is a true penny stock. Take a look at the wild ride. The price is currently sitting around $1.10, which might not look much. But a few months ago, this stock was trading for nearly $3 a share. This volatility shows two things. First, the risk that comes with a small company, and second, the explosive potential from growth. As for every penny stock, you need to take into account the fact that it has a lot of risk, and also you need to take into account the fact that maybe you can lose some money. So take a very close look to this. Also, now let's get to the numbers. You might see a lot of red here and think this looks scary. I know. But for a high growth company like Rekor, the financials tell a more complex story. And let's take a look. First, their market cap is a little bit over $129 million. This is still a small company with a huge amount of room to grow if they can execute on their vision. They are generating around 45 million in revenue, which show they have a product customers are willing to pay for. However, as you can see from their negative net income and EPS, they are currently losing money. But here is the key. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. You can think about the following thing. Many tech companies sacrifice short-term profits to invest heavily in research and development and to gain also market share. The real positive sign is their gross profit margin, which is nearly 50%, as you can see here in the image. This tells us that their core business is fundamentally sound and profitable. The losses are coming from investment in the future growth, not from a broken business model. And this is why it's a very good idea for now and for the future. Okay, so if the company is currently losing money, where is the potential for a massive return? The answer is right here on this chart. This is the Rekor quarterly revenue, and this is the most important chart for understanding the company's future. While the numbers were inconsistent in the past, look at the trend since 2021. The revenue is been on a consistent upward trajectory, showing that the company's technology is gaining traction. The numbers are climbing steadily, reaching over $9 million in the most recent quarter. Wow! This is the very backbone of the bullish case for Rekor Systems. These charts prove that the company is successfully scaling its business and that a growing number of customers are signing up for their services. Okay, also, so if the revenue is growing, why is the company still losing money? This chart shows record net income, and as you can see, every single bar is red. The company is inconsistently losing money, and those losses have been getting even larger. But this is the other side of the growth story. The company is burning cash, and lots of it, to fund its massive expansion. They are spending millions of dollars on research and development to build out their AI, to hire top talent, and also to acquire new customers. This is the financial equivalent of pouring gasoline on a fire to make it grow faster. For investors, this chart represents the ultimate risk. You are betting that the rising revenue we just saw will eventually outpace these soaring expenses, leading to massive profits down the line. It's a high-stakes game, but this kind of aggressive investment is often a necessary step for a penny stock looking to become the next big thing. Think a little bit about the Tesla. How was the Tesla in the past and how it is right now? Now, the company is growing revenue but still losing money. The next logical question for an investor is, are they on a stable financial footing? This chart gives us a simplified look at Rekor's balance sheet showing their assets versus their liabilities. You can think of assets as everything the company owns, from cash to patents, and the liabilities as everything it owes. The good news is that Rekor's assets are significantly higher than its liabilities. They have nearly $80 million in assets versus just over $46 million in liabilities, which give them a positive net worth. From a high-growth company, this is critical. It shows that even while they are burning cash to grow, they have enough assets to back up their operation and aren't in danger of going bankrupt anytime soon. And for us, my opinion is that this is a very good news. Now, if you want to know how much money a company is actually spending to fuel its growth, you can take a look at the free cash flow. This is the cash left over after all the business, operation and capital expenditure are paid for. In Rekor's case, as you can see, that number has been consistently negative. Every red bar on this chart shows that Rekor is burning cash, and lately, you can see that they have been burning it faster than ever before. That reinforces the story we saw with the net income. The company is in the massive investment phase, spending tens of millions of dollars every quarter to build their technology and capture their market share. Okay, let's put all the financial pieces together. This earning waterfall chart is the perfect way to visualize Rekor's entire financial story in one place. We start at the top with their $45 million in revenue. After subtracting the cost of delivering their service, we are left with a solid $23 million in gross profit. This confirms that their core business is fundamentally sound and profitable. And here is the part that really matters, their massive operating expenses of $64 million. This is where they are spending big on research and development, sales and marketing to build for the future. It's this aggressive spending that turns their profit into a loss, leading to a final net income loss of $54 million. This single chart perfectly encapsulates the high risk, high-reward investment thesis. They have a healthy, profitable core business, but they are aggressively spending every dollar on scaling for the future. The bet is that one day their revenue will grow so large that will eventually outpace those massive expenses, turning this chart from red to black and creating huge profits and opportunities for investment. Finally, let's zoom out and look at the big picture. We have talked a lot about Rekor's potential, but is there any evidence it can deliver? This is the stock price chart from the very beginning. As you can see, in late 2020 and early 2021, this stock absolutely exploded, soaring from a few dollars to a peak of nearly $24 a share. Since then, it has come all the way back down to its current price of around $1. The next big question for you to consider is the following: can they do it again? Other important topic for an investor is related to the short interest. As you can see, over 12% of its float is short sold. This tells you that a lot of big money believe this stock will fall. However, this also creates the potential for a short squeeze. The 8 days to cover numbers means it will take shorts over a week to buy back all their shares. If the price starts to climb on good news, they could rush to cover, creating a rapid, explosive move around. It's a key risk, but also a major potential catalyst for price explosion. Other important fact is related to the institutional holdings for the company. This is where we see what the big money, pension funds, hedge funds, and other major financial players are doing with their investments. The most important number here is the 39.59% institutional ownership. This is a huge vote of confidence. It tells you that despite the stock's low price and its recent volatility, a significant portion of the company is owned by professional fund managers who have done extensive research and believe in its long-term potential. So, is record growth just a temporary blip? This final chart is the most compelling argument for the long-term potential of the company. This shows record total revenue and gross profit over the last 4 years. As you can see, the revenue has been on a consistent upward trajectory, skyrocketing from around $11 million in 2021 to over $46 million in 2024. Wow! This proves that their technology is in high demand and their sales are growing rapidly. But the real story is in the gross profit. That number has also consistently increased from just over $7 million to nearly $23 million in the same time frame. This tells us that the company scales its core business become more profitable. It's the final piece of evidence that Rekor isn't a failed business. So, is Rekor growth story actually happening in the real world? These recent headlines from a company tell us everything we need to know. Rekor just announced a $1.2 million contract to deploy its system with a state transportation agency. This is not just another chart of financial metric. This is tangible proof that the company's technology is a real solution that customers are willing to pay for. This is where that revenue growth we saw earlier comes from. These are the kinds of deals that will add up to turn this company into a profitable enterprise. If you are not still convinced that Rekor's technology is a game changer, this next piece of news is the final puzzle piece. Just recently, Rekor announced that it extended its contract with the Central Texas Regional Mobility Authority. This is just as important as signing a new contract, if not more important. This isn't a new customer, this is a returning customer. This proves that the Central Texas Regional Mobility Authority is not only happy with the results they have been, but they have been believed. Rekor's technology is essential for enhancing the road safety. This is tangible evidence of customer satisfaction and a sign that their revenue stream is not just growing but also becoming more reliable. We have analyzed the technology, the financial and the risk, but what does all this mean for the stock price? This final chart puts it all into the perspective. With a current price hovering just around $1, analysts see a potential target of $4 per share. This is not just a small bump, this is a potential multi-bagger. Why would be this possible? Because if Rekor can continue its revenue growth, successfully transition to profitability and prove that its contracts with state governments are a scalable model, the market will re-rate this company. Now, we have covered the technology, the financial and the risk. Rekor is a company for potentially groundbreaking solution to a massive global problem. They have a solid core business and are experimenting strong revenue growth, but they are also burning cash to fund that growth. The investment thesis is clear. This is the classic high risk, high reward bet on the future. The stock has a proven history of explosive growth and the company is now building the foundation to do it again. The question is, can they succeed in this high-stakes game? What do you think? Do you believe that Rekor can be a dominant force and reward investors? Or is it just a risky gamble you would rather avoid? Let me know in the comments below, and if you found this video helpful, please help me and like and subscribe for more in-depth analysis like this one. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.